Energy space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.
Challenge, explore, uncover. Challenges at heart. We are pragmatic explorers, seeking to uncover what could be so it can be. Synergy, proudly supporting high-performance hockey.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this CL1 men's game between Old Canberrans and ANU. Coxie, how are you?
Yeah, good. Good to be back, Jess.
Yeah, back together, which is be a good game. This game should be pretty exciting. Last time these two teams played, it was 6-6, so hopefully some more goals. But ANU about to push back, and we'll get in the team list in a second. So, yeah, for Old Canberrans tonight, we have Alex Knowles, Ben Stewart, Harishi Gorada, Dan Conroy, Matt Foreman, Matt Halpin, Shay Onatiri, Jack Grosquertz, Lewis McLennan, Oscar Smart, Dan Borrett, Tristan Kearns, Harry McGuinness, Mark Ross, and they are coached by Leon Phillips.
And for ANU, Charlie Barnes, Josh Orchard, Harrison Papworth, Joe Roberts Campello, Jacob White, Dave Major, Aidan Hellier, Jack Lindsay, Ben Ward, Chris Massey, Dale Drummond, Jerry Shea, Angus Crozier, Nikolai Sass, Dave McCaskey, Max Robson in the net, and they're coached by Jack Lindsay and managers Jimmy Lawrence. So what a replacement there. Obviously Max Robson, a welcome addition to the group from Queensland. Just been selected in the futures on the back of under 18s, so big boots to fill coming in for Jimmy Lawrence, but I think he's up for the challenge.
So checks now the ball in the circle. It's Dan Borrett. Good tackle there by the ANU defender. Don't want to give Dan too much time in the circle. And now with Oscar Smart and Charlie Barnes making a good tackle there just to knock the ball out of play. And now we're here with apologies if we have to learn names as we go, because there's no numbers on the team sheet. So we'll tell you who we can and we'll find out the others. Good bit of skill here by ANU to get the ball out of trouble, and now here with Josh Orchard, plays the ball down the line, and he's going to get there. So ball hit across, good dive, and just missed it. I believe that was
Dave Major on his belly. Oh, he ran, yeah.
So now back with Shay Onatiri for checks. Both teams probably sitting mid-table, looking to pick up some points here and put some pressure on the top four, and particularly just before the long weekend break and the midweek games coming up. It's 6 points on offer in the next 3 days for these two teams, or 4 days, so lots to play for. Now here's George Vahi on the... I think he tries to find Oscar Smart, but well cut out there by the ANU defender. It looks like checks are operating as a back four, and then a traditional 3-3 up front, and ANU, I believe, are matching them. So
yeah, pretty compressed game, obviously playing up here in this attacking quarter.
Yeah, Alex Knowles for Old Canberrans.
Let's see.
It's called a time. Don't know if it's just a retake or a short corner. His umpire
Glenn Monday.
Yeah, having a chat to Lewis McLennan, ANU defender.
Getting a bit physical, maybe.
Oh, that doesn't sound like Lewis at all.
I'd be more worried about his chat. I'm not saying it's good chat.
So ANU clear the ball out through. That was another addition to the ACT kind of ranks this year. I'll try and remember his name, but he played, I think it's Ben Ward, played under 18s for us this year. So again, another big strong defender.
Yeah, I think another one from Queensland. Must be something in the water up there.
Here he is. He's picked the ball off and won the free hit. Now umpires this evening, Glenn Monday and Sterling Sharp. So we've brought out the All-Stars today for the umpiring.
Yeah, both off to under 21s, and they've both got a panel.
Yeah, and here's Oscar Smart. Good bit of skill to eliminate the first tackler, and he's found his teammate. It's a smart ball across, but well cut out by the ANU defender. And a Short
Well
corner.
worked, short corner.
So first corner for Czechs tonight. So try and get some early goal pressure.
What can we expect here? Obviously, Shea's going up there.
Yeah,
Call the shots.
Yeah, Shea will obviously inject. Dan Conroy will obviously be an option flicking, and then Dan Borrett is moving away. So Dan sometimes a good option either
On the hit.
but given the fact he's kind of loitering outside that 25, I reckon if I was a really betting man, I'd say this is going out to Dan and back to Shea. Oh no, out to Dan. Good run down though by the ANU defender, and they're out here. So Charlie Barnes has found Jacob White, JJ, but well cut out by Ben Stewart. But he's given it away to Charlie Barnes.
Yeah, just a little bit too direct. They're probably rushing a little bit. I don't think they realise they have as much time as they do.
And now Josh Orchard on the ball. Probably a bit hasty as well, going back from your point. Just maybe didn't need to play that ball so direct straight off the bat. But signs are good early on that this is just going to go backwards and forwards between attacking 25s, which is always great for those tuning in to watch. Old Canberrans now through Shea. He's found Alex Knowles. He's found Ben Stewart. And back inside to Matt Foreman. And back out to Shea. So now back out to Alex Knowles. Ben Stewart as that right half, I think he's playing quite high. He's trying to get a bit of an outnumber on that side, but Czechs have done well now with Dan Conroy. Ball up the line, finds Ben Stewart. Good bit of skill to beat the first tackler, and it's come in board. Oscar Smart moves across to Tristan Kearns. Played through, and he's just held up there by Ben Ward. And now here with Dan Conroy, out to Matt Foreman. He's found Oscar Smart. Good body movement there to get around from his defender, and good tackle there by the ANU defender. It'll be a long corner.
It's an opportunity here.
And back with Shea.
ANU looks like...
Oh, it's a great hit. And
fantastic finish there.
So Shea on a tier with the assist, and number... We'll try and work out his name, but it was good positioning there, and great hit, and then nice and low in the circle. So number 19 for Old Canberrans.
Yeah, fantastic finish. And then there.
So now ANU have to respond.
A bit of pressure here by Louis McLennan. Really pressuring Orchard there in defence.
Yeah, it's probably good to have Lewis back this year for Czechs. He played only a few games last year. Having a go at another sport, but obviously quite good quality.
Canberra Chill member in 2019.
Yeah, the very first year, one of the inaugural Canberra Chill members. So he just adds a bit more experience and know-how up front. It allows Jan Conroy, who's played a bit of time both up front and in the midfield, to maybe stay a bit more in his traditional kind of inside forward role. George Vahi just
got away with that one, but they're really going a bit direct right up the middle here, this Czechs unit.
Yeah.
I think ANU are playing 11 behind the ball. It's probably a bit hard to tell that from on screen. Obviously, the camera's tracking the ball. But very defensive, this group.
So good work here by Czechs, just holding the ball, just valuing it, and now they've managed to get out to Tristan Kearns. Plays the ball out to Alex Knowles.
Yeah, kind of playing like a bit of a 4 through the midfield with the AMs and DMs. Probably one of the more modern ways to play hockey. Attacking midfielders and defensive midfielders.
And here was Shea.
Fantastic.
Good, well cut out there, and he's found Lewis McLennan. Lewis McLennan inside his attacking 25, just
taking his time on the ball. Well done. Good patience. Time here to go out and around, but he goes in.
Yeah, and it's touched by Matt Foreman, but it's worked out. Now here with George Vahi. Ball played in. Ben Ward stopping it before it does anything, and Shea just unable to control that, and it's going to go out for an ANU ball. So, yeah, I think it might be the option for Czechs. Just move the ball around until that ball up the middle, or that ball kind of inside those channels opens up, and then more direct towards the circle. And then, obviously, in defence, as you can see here, very aggressive press, trying to stop it at the source. But ANU have worked it out well. Found, I believe that's Harry Papworth. He's won a free hit. And now David McCaskey. Not a bad idea. Got into the circle quickly and quick shot off, just unable to hit the target. Now back with Czechs. George A out to Ben Stewart. Just found Shea.
As well.
Yeah, out to Alex Knowles.
He's playing it safe, did really well, wins the free hit.
So Czechs kind of got the run of it for the last maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and you've had a few opportunities, but they've mainly been counter-attacking opportunities. Now here with Rish, ball down the line to Lewis, made a smart lead. Good tackle by the ANU defender. So a bit of a signature of Lewis is he kind of leaves the ball on his right foot, and then it's a quick drag, forward drag onto his left. So very effective, he gets it off very quickly. And now it checks through Dan Conroy and back out to Shea. Ball played back through to Dan Conroy. It's a good shot and good save by Max Robson. Ball just played out there, and it'll be a new ball.
A few options here, yeah, very open in the midfield. They're sort of just pressing out, inverting a little bit through the middle, which is unusual.
And here with Josh Orchard, pursued by Dan Conroy. Well done by Dan Conroy. Looked at the umpire, saw which way the ball was. Quick take. And ball back out here with Rish down the line. Couldn't be controlled.
Orchard composing the ball, just slowing the game down a bit. Probably didn't need to be rushing, so smart play there.
Yeah, I think as well, the Czechs doing a good job of kind of nullifying all forward options, making ANU, they not being able to take the quick free hit. But Charlie Barnes is going to do it now, which is pursued by Dan Conroy, and it's a green card.
Green card. I
Dan.
think. Dan Borrett got the green.
Maybe for the foul just beforehand.
Yeah, got a bit physical there, and then got a bit ugly with the backstick tackle.
So Oscar Smart's won the free hit now for Old Canberra. So yeah, I think that's going to be key to ANU. They've got to move the ball. They can't get involved in, I suppose, trying to go one-on-one too many times with the Czechs midfield. Matt Foreman, the last couple of weeks, has really made that kind of centre midfield spot their own. A free hit here against Lewis McLennan.
Yeah, just got a bit physical there. I think he just sort of stood his ground and
just trying to use his body to kind of
protect it a little bit,
roll around. I don't think it was nothing malice there, just an accident, but fair free hit call. And now in the corner with Alex Knowles. So Rish on the ball, so it's going to go a bit cut out by the ANU defender. But it would be Czechs ball on the halfway. George plays the ball across, but well cut out.
He was looking for the foot, but didn't quite pop up the right way.
Ben Stewart wins.
Yeah, well won there by Ben Stewart.
an unorthodox player, Ben. He's very good basic skills, very deceptive. Does all the simple things extremely well, and has worked incredibly hard on his game the last probably 4 or 5 years, and up to the point where he's just recently been selected in the ACT Under-21s. So a fantastic achievement for him, playing with his assistant coach Dan Conroy.
Yeah, he'll want to be showing him what he's made of. He gets a chance to every week. It's an opportunity here, building through the middle.
Good play here by Chet, just holding the ball. Dan Conroy out to Shea. The ball's been played up.
Does well, finds George Bay long.
So this is
Speedy play, George. Does really well. He's passed to his teammate who didn't have his stick, but good recovery there. Let's play ANU number 10.
Yeah, Aiden Hillier initially does well, but then he's cut out by Dan Borrett.
Just couldn't quite get back there.
Great tackle by Alex.
Great tackle.
So yellow card for the ANU player. I think it was for the swinging stick right at the beginning of that play when George was carrying it. He came across and tried to make a tackle, but
ended up hacking him a little bit.
Yeah, it's always the issue. George, obviously, the first couple of steps George made, got that ball in the air, so it's going to be hard to make tackles, and any kind of stick contact you make is going to be potentially like 3/4 away up the stick. So
there's a first quarter down, so very quick quarter. Scores 1-0, but fair to say possession's been 50-50, so stay tuned. It should be a very exciting second quarter coming up.
Energy space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.
Challenge, explore, uncover. Challenges at heart. We are pragmatic explorers, seeking to uncover what could be, so it can be. Synergy, proudly supporting high-performance hockey.
And we're back for the second quarter, and Old Canberrans leading 1-0 for those just joining us. So, yeah. To find that out ball. ANU maybe still looking for their little piece of just possession. They have an attacking opportunity here.
Dave Major
got the
touch, got away with it.
Oh, but Mark Ross very casual there with his stick. Good tackle. The ball played down the line, so just touch finder. And it will be an ANU ball.
Yeah, it was a bit of an exit kick if you're a rugby fan. Just getting themselves out of trouble there, Checks, but an opportunity here for ANU to rebuild, readjust.
So, and you're just going to work it around the back.
As well, Orchard on the ball, a bit too direct, going in field to Smarty.
And well tackled there by the Czechs players. I think it's what they wanted. I think ANU need to move the ball a lot quicker in that transfer, because by the time that...
so, a bit of an ugly tackle there. So, short corner's been awarded, so obviously a penalty inside the 25.
Yeah, Ben Monday deeming that to be, worthy of a short corner. From what I could see, I thought Charlie Barnes was a decent tackle. I thought he got low, took the ball, didn't take any of the player, and
he just got it in under him. But
yeah, maybe Glenn probably had a better view. He was a lot closer to us, so
yeah, definitely. There's a big pole here in the way, but let's see what Czechs can do.
Yeah, so Dan's now top of the battery, so he might be going for the hit. They brought one out against United last week where they do a drag and drop, which might be the case here. So watch potentially for Dan to drag this around him and dump it for Dan Conroy. Oh no, it's slide back.
Slide back. Tristan on the ball. Good early shot by Kearns.
Save. Well done by Max Robson, and it's gone out for a 16. So try the variation.
I think Louis a bit disappointed with himself there, shaking his head. He'll want to make up for that.
So now let's see if ANU can work it out.
So up and under, it's a short overhead, a high one, but a short one. Like an up and under.
Well done by Charlie Barnes. He's won the free hit.
Really well there. He's strong on the ball.
And now Josh Orchard going over the top. He's found his players in front positions, so... But Alex Knowles, great tackle there. And Shea trying to work it out, but picked off. Ball probably played across, but Matt Foreman picking that off. Bit of a scrap, but ANU managed to recover it for the most part. Yeah, now JJ.
And good tackle there. It's a good play by Orchard. Swift pass around the back, nice and crisp.
Back to Josh. Going to be called high. Josh trying to do the right thing. Probably maybe didn't expect that ball, and I don't think Josh expected that ball to come back to him. I thought when he played it back to his fullback, maybe expecting to go to the other side of the field.
So he just rushed and panicked a bit.
Right half, trying to create a bit of an overload on that help side.
Yeah, Dan Broad inverting there. Bit of pressure as the head runner in the press.
All cut out there by Charlie Barnes.
He does really well too.
Bit of skill, but Oscar Smart's picked his pocket.
Well done by Conroy. Just
I think maybe expected Oscar to pick that up on the run.
Yeah, bit of miscommunication.
Here come ANU.
On the reverse, he just found the foot there, so an opportunity inside there, attacking 25.
Ball's gone out, touch from a Czechs defender, so it'll be a long corner. And the ball's been played back to Ben Ward. Played through.
Just found the foot. Conroy disagrees.
Yeah, I think I was against Matt Foreman there. He's out quickly.
Good early play by ANU. Look a little bit threatening. And shut down.
Out. Ball is out with Oscar Smart.
Looking long.
Yeah, but I think it went, just went out. So this is where ANU needs to get that ball moving nice and quickly, because otherwise Czechs get 10, sometimes 11 back in front. Here with Charlie Barnes. There's that ball through, but picked off.
So well, one there by ANU. Check's keeping one high, which we haven't seen ANU do. So obviously Check's wanting to stretch.
Yeah, it's
the field a bit.
These fullbacks could be very careful here. If they turn the ball over,
Louis he's got an ocean of space.
playing
Good
Matt Foreman.
desperation by Matty Foreman, yeah.
Kept the ball in, and they could be out here now. Shea's picked that ball up. Smart play there by Dan Conroy. Just put his body in between him and the defenders. Probably knew the contact was going to come eventually. Just had to hold his ground.
Simple play there by Halpin. Smart play.
George. Good turn by George. Yeah, it's a good call there by Sterling. Stick for the stick shield. It's a hard one to pick, but it's you can usually tell.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, the skill allows for it, but there's some more obvious stick shielding.
And this is where good play by ANU. They've managed to get the ball through that first line.
Good touch by George. Just couldn't quite hit the ball clean. And ANU on the counter here.
Well picked off here.
Yeah, good.
Now ball played to Oscar Smart now.
Patience by Louis. You see George Vay stretching high. If he can get there, checks will be on here.
Good tackle there by Ben Ward though. It's out Harry Papworth.
Yeah, Conroy just held that little bit too long.
Yeah, and I think it stems from a few things. I think George there needs to really kind of get going and get right on that baseline and stretch that ANU defence. He kind of hung around the middle and that just added a few extra numbers there. So, I mean, one of George's strengths is his fitness and his speed. So, he can really probably exploit that if he can get behind those defenders. Just meant that Dan had no forward options, and but ANU, they're defending well. As long as they keep it 1-0, obviously they're always in with a chance to equalise. And
good, well won there.
George. Well, cut out by the ANU defender. Played in. Good touch there. Now here's Charlie Barnes. Charlie Barnes inside dumb. He's found Jack Lindsay. Ball played forward. Player coach Jack Lindsay of this ANU. It's hard. It's a hard thing to add to your resume.
Yeah, he's got quite an impressive resume, Jack. Played a little bit overseas.
Yeah, it's always good when you get people like that in and around. So a bit of confusion here what's going on, but it'll be an ANU ball. Ball played out. And again, these fullbacks are very high, so you cannot turn the ball over here if you're ANU. Lewis kind of sinking back in.
Good inside out play by ANU. Open up the field, but just misread this time there.
So here comes Oscar, 2-on-2.
Good little play, Oscar.
Yeah.
Just couldn't quite keep control, and the corner's the award.
Yeah, it's going to be a card as well. So a yellow card for Ben Ward here. So 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So big one. We won't see him again for this half and beginning of that second half. Just smart hockey play there by just very smart play there by Oscar. Obviously knew that for Ben to make a tackle there, he'd have to come in on his weak side, and just shifted it onto his right foot, Oscar, and went around and drew that foul. So smart play. Oscar would have backed himself in to draw that. He's a very good one-on-one. And now checks again will be having another short corner. So now setting up the double battery. So you've got Rish on one, Conroy and Lewis on the other. Rish is decent flicker. It's going to be Rish. Ball's played out.
Good. Shea nearly finds it. He does well. He wins another corner.
Yeah, well done there by Max Robson, snuffing that out. So Rish probably just maybe didn't get the pick up he wanted there. Rish probably, like many things, playing against his old side, maybe wants to score a goal.
Yeah. Always play that little bit harder when it's your old club.
Is that why you go hard every game, Coxie?
Yeah, been a few.
No, he's a good kid, Rish, and he always plays 110%, loves his hockey.
I think you'll learn a lot of the boys here, and obviously, great
He's done
finish.
it, yeah, he's hard and low.
And the crowd goes wild. Big crowd here, Friday night hockey. But Rishi has his own fan club, but rightly so. Well executed short corner there.
Now here, back with ANU. Probably not ideal. We had players switching positions halfway as that ball's been played, and then left jack with not many two options to go to. And now Czechs are really stepping up here. And just unlucky there. Skill by Josh Orchard to disguise that just enough. The ball's been played out. So ANU going to be up against it. They've spent, I believe, majority of this half with only 10 players. I think 2 yellow cards in this quarter. So not ideal now that you're chasing a game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think obviously being a play down has allowed Czechs to really cut up this right side and exploit that. And they can afford to be sitting a player high as well, forcing the defence to be a bit more clinical, a bit more decisive with how they mark.
There's still opportunities. I think ANU need to identify where the space is, and against Czechs, the space is usually the side of the field that Shea's not on. Shea occupies that free defender role, and he does it quite well, but he can't be everywhere. So
He's very composed, obviously. And a good director on the field.
yeah, back with Dan Conroy.
Does really well, just cutting in, looking for the circle. He's hungry for a goal. Real result.
It's another free hit. I think Dan it would have scored 10 for the judges at Olympic diving in a couple months, but I don't think there was much in there. I think it was just...
No, I have to tell him he's not under 21. He won't get away with that anymore.
George played that ball in, but well cut out with the ANU defender, and now they're out here. So Harry Papworth
Cutting straight through the middle, and well won by Dan, making sure he gets the hit. Puts it on the footer just to make sure.
probably just maybe ran himself into a bit of trouble there, Harry.
Straight into the danger zone. Hey, run into the raw.
Yeah, George, great bit of run here by George.
Fantastic skills by they there. Yeah, just couldn't quite finish with the corner.
It's where George probably operates best is when he's able to run at people, run at defenders.
He does love to do it.
Czechs are really trying to get another one while they've got this player advantage and maybe put it just out of reach.
Yeah, they really got this left side loaded, ready to go.
Yeah, right here with Alex Knowles.
Smart play.
Yeah, here with Ben Stewart. He's got to move it quickly and does to Shea.
Pull the tree here into the circle. Does well. He's got the skills.
So he's been called for a stick shield.
Very discreet. He nearly got away with it.
Yeah, I think...
On a different night he might have.
Yeah, they sat back. ANU, they almost like invited Shea to run at him, either run at him or kind of play the hit. And
try to go through their wall.
Yeah, for those just joining us, obviously the first goal Czechs scored, it was Shea's hit it from about 35 metres away and absolutely hit it through the eye of a needle to set up that first one. So maybe ANU sitting back thinking he's going to hit it in just to try and protect that. But here's now ANU with Charlie Barnes, good play of the ball. He gets it.
Wins it off the team,
And
they've
he scored.
been rewarded.
Good goal there by Charlie Barnes. He's pumped. He's excited.
Yeah, the Czechs guys not too sure about that one, but they'll want to make up for it.
So well done there by ANU.
Yeah, especially obviously being a play down.
Yeah, and you can't say they haven't deserved it, I think. Even though maybe haven't had the possession that they want, they've certainly created lots of chances. And if you're willing to create chances and take risks, then you're always...
Gonna get
you
rewarded.
get rewarded and you deserve a goal. And now here we go. So now some mistakes are just going to starting to creep into checks there. Got to hold out for a minute. Aiden Hellier, ball played down the line.
Does one. Can't quite see that what it is, but desperation is there. Well won by George Fay.
Ball played over the top, trying to find that run from Oscar Smart, but well cut out here by that ANU defender, but picked his pocket.
Picked off by Smarty.
He's won the free, and he's
got numbers.
That's
yeah, probably the right result there. Didn't quite look like 5.
Yeah,
but got away with it, and probably the best outcome there.
Yeah, probably again not where you want Dan Borrett picking the ball up in the middle of the circle with time to either roll into his reverse or hit 4-stick. He hits them hard and fast.
Definitely got a bit of heat.
So now here,
that's really well there.
So probably just being brought back to having to stop the ball. The 4 seconds, so that will do us for this half.
Yeah, that's the half done. So the Czechs leading 2-1. Stay tuned. It should be a pretty exciting third quarter coming up.
For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au.
Challenge, explore, uncover. Challenges at heart. We are pragmatic explorers, seeking to uncover what could be, so it can be. Synergy, proudly supporting high-performance hockey.
Being a sports physio, I see lots of injuries. As you can imagine, I've seen plenty of ankle injuries, and I have used many different types of ankle braces, but to be honest, I've never seen one as superior as the XOL. It allows your ankle to move like it was designed to, but it kicks in the moment it goes to go too far, and in that way it protects the ankle joint. So whether you're an elite athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who enjoys getting out and about, the XOL will give you confidence as well as a sense of freedom to keep you doing what you do each and every day and to enjoy life. XOL.
Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.
Welcome back to the third quarter of this game between ANU and OCHC. If you just tune in, OCHC are leading 2-1. So it should be in for a pretty tightly contested match. Obviously, both teams coming off 6-all. Last time, a draw, a high-scoring draw. ANU missing their round last week against Albury, obviously due to the COVID situation down in Victoria. So they'll be busting at the seam to give this game their everything. Good in the attack well. Barrett does well, finds the foot just outside the circle, so they maintain possession inside their attacking 25. That one's just gone searching, so 16-yard hit for ANU.
Yeah, so OCHC's picking up where they left off on the attack. And he's shanked it, but Lewis kind of hasn't got a touch on that, so not an ideal outcome out of the 16. Yeah, he's Oscar Smart.
Does well, working the baseline.
And good tackle by the ANU defender, number 9. He's played quite well as either as a centre half or back in that defensive line. Back to Shea. Shea plays that ball forward onto the foot of Oscar Smart by JJ White. Ball played over the top. That's a bit better, but it's going to be picked off, and it's picked off well. And he's down Barrett. Good bit of skill. So a collision. It just called time umpire Sterling Sharp. Be interesting to see what he called. I think it'll be a short corner. I think, or maybe a. Oh, so it'll be a bully, but from the looks of it,
taking it, yeah.
Be a bully, but I hazard a guess, from what I can see, maybe from some hand pointing, that ANU will knock the ball back to OCHC, and they do. Yep. So
good sportsmanlike behaviour there.
Now here's Alex Knowles, ball across to Ben Stewart, and back to Alex Knowles. Alex Knowles has again been really impressive this year, actually, in that defensive role. Matt Foreman just unable to control that. He's another one that's really excelled in that. Oh, he's taken it to the shoulder. He's kind of sat in that centre half, just sitting in that centre half role, maybe a bit more defensive than attacking, but has done it really well and has allowed the more attack-minded players such as Conroy and George Vahi to do what they do best. Yeah, he's showed great bit of skill, great tackle as well, so showing his veteran instincts. George with a good bit of skill in and around. And a short corner won by Old Canberra. So I think playing the ball deliberately over the baseline. Yeah,
Orchard disagrees, but it's the call. So an opportunity here. Let's see who lines up. Obviously last corner we saw Rishi slot 1 bottom right.
No Rishi this time, so I think they might go back to the single.
So we've got Dan Borrett up there. Maybe a slip to Dan.
Yeah. Maybe just the ones in the know talk about it, because Oscar was going in for a deflection and was asked to come back and trap. So slip to Dan or a flick from Conroy on the cards. It's out. It's a good trap. Drag and drop to Lewis.
Oh, and it's the first shot, so just that little bit high, but not a bad option.
Yeah, kind of. It's a smart one. If you can pull it off well, it's a good one to have, because that first runner is so committed to that flicker that if you can get that drop and that spin right like Dan did there, that trailing hitter has all the time in the world to make that hit. Lewis just couldn't keep it down, but I think if he kept that low, I don't think anyone was seeing it, so but this will be a card here, I imagine. No. So no card, maybe 4.5. Just skilled by the ANU defender. Seems to be all right after this little collision. Aiden Hellier just winning the ball back from George. Ball played over the top, but not high enough. George Vardy's picked it up. It's down Matt Foreman.
He did really well. They find Borrett up front, looking for Smarty. Just couldn't quite link up. So obviously he had a bit of pressure from Orchard when receiving the ball there. Always a little bit dangerous to run it out of defence, but it paid off for these guys. Czechs just couldn't quite get a touch on the ball.
So ANU now back to full numbers. So try and want to keep as many players on the park. They're well in this game, so here with Ben Stewart. Or good turn by George. Just used his body there to send the ANU defender one way and go the other. Ball played forward, unable to be controlled, so that play breaks down. Now ANU are out. Ball played through. Charlie Barnes putting some pressure on, but well done there by the Czechs defender. Now back out to Alex Knowles. Ball played down. Played to Lewis. Tried to play one touch to Conroy, just unable to pick him up mid-stride. And Lewis McLennan's won the free hit there, so it's come back. George doing well. So not 5, it's going to be Jack Lindsay seeing green.
See.
Yeah, it's worked out all right there. I think George tried to go back inboard and maybe should have looked that one wider to Shea, but he's won the free hit and then took the initiative and won the short corner. So well done there by George. And now back in. So no Dan this time. So
could even look to George for a hit or maybe a deflection. Quite zippy, so maybe he'll tuck in for a George Vay deflection. We've got Louis McLennan up there as well.
Yeah, I reckon if this gets out hard and fast, it's just going to be straight in from Conroy.
Bang. Not a bad shot, just a little bit wide. Obviously. Yep, Maxi Robson giving some direction to his defenders there. Very talented goalie.
Over the top, it's a good ball over the top. Then Stewart does well now. Czechs are almost out, probably.
Smarty's doing well. Beats 3 of those ANU guys. Just couldn't quite tap it on a foot.
Yeah, played through to Charlie Barnes. But well picked off. Lewis McLennan. Again, good kind of scramble defence by the ANU boys to stop that. I can imagine that the more this game kind of holds this scoreline, the more back and forth and intense it's going to get. Wouldn't be surprised to see some tackles start flying in sooner rather than later. And you done well here to work it out.
And shut down. So it just must have tucked in on the foot of Conroy. He didn't quite get away with it.
Ben Ward now gets away with it.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there, but smart move by Czech, setting their press like that. Obviously, McLennan up front, not allowing for that transfer across the back.
And this is what Czechs have done really well tonight, is they've really stacked that midfield and made even numbers and made it hard for ANU to kind of move it through that midfield. Yeah, here with Dan Conroy. Watch the quick free hit, and he's taken it himself. And it's just rolled through. No one on that kind of sitting a bit deeper. Everyone's kind of running on that same line. So
Yeah, but not a bad option, obviously,
No.
while ANU is still a play down. So as you said earlier, Jesse, they've played the majority of this game as a 10-man show.
And holding out well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they're back now. That's Jack out there, so they're obviously back to full numbers. They've done well. They've worked themselves back into that same hole that they were in a minute ago. So
They can around.
and now good play here by unlucky by Dave McCaskey, just unable to control that.
I think, the basic skills have probably been the point of difference in this game for both teams, obviously. Not the tidiest game, but Czech's probably coming out on top in that front.
Good tackle there by Dave McCaskey. I think it's Dave. Might not be. No, sorry. That's the two. Dave's got the one arm sleeve. They had two, so Czech's a really aggressive press here now. There's 5 guys around that player with the ball. Now George.
Yeah, a little bit selfish here with the play. Shea was open, but he gets away with it.
No one can tackle there. Oh,
Yeah,
probably.
really trying to force that 5 and pushing for a corner. Got the space to move now. Yeah, good decision. Bad luck. Not a bad option. Just probably just moved that ball, shifted that play a bit earlier. Would have had plays in there.
Yeah, they're out. So ANU putting 3, 4 players in the Czechs half, maybe trying to push this Czechs press out. Yeah, they're out here, but Czechs defending really well. If you saw on camera, the ANU defender, I think, looked to play that ball up the line to his right half, but then saw the Czechs defender within tackling range and was forced to move it forward himself. Ball played over the top. Yeah, Alex Knowles just encroaching the 5 there. So now Harry Patworth and Jack Lindsay on it. Ball played forward.
Good overlap here by ANU. Do well, maintain possession there. Good advantage by Monday. Probably the first time in this second half in particular, they've looked really threatening, these guys. Just unlucky, couldn't quite find a stick.
But yeah, definitely good signs for them. It's that player, I think they moved the ball quickly there and got behind that first line of Czechs, and that's when they are going to be most dangerous for the remainder of this game. So yeah, Matt Foreman plays to Dan Conroy.
Conroy does well.
Played down the line, but
gets away with it, maintains possession.
Dave McCaskey doing well initially, and then
I think Lindsay getting in his way there, forcing that obstruction.
and he's shaved, pursued by Dave McCaskey, played into Lewis. Good ball played down by Lewis.
Just shy of the stick. ANU defence just stepping up.
Great tackle here by Dan. Now they're out. Key there by Shah, I think, trying to play that crossfield ball. Ball cut out by ANU, and now they're out. Ben Stewart.
Done well to maintain possession. They're really barraging down this right side Czechs. I think if they can look to open up the field a bit, they'll create a few more opportunities. Plenty of space out there on the left.
Ball hit across by Dan, be a long corner.
Yeah, just off the stick of the ANU guys.
Another talking to, I don't know who that is for.
So Stillman's talking to Lewis, yeah.
So it's the same two from right at the beginning of the game. knowing Lewis, all he'll be talking about is how good the Richmond Tigers are.
He thinks he's Dusty Martin up front there, Louis.
It's a bit of skill by Ben, but well defended by the ANU defenders now. Ben Ward plays the ball out, David McCaskey unable to, but they've got numbers up, so they're going to put Alex Knowles under a bit of pressure here. And they've done well, so...
So, yeah, good advantage there by the ref.
Yeah, and good tackle there by Rish.
Louis working well in the middle, creating some space. Still wouldn't quite say he's hockey's equivalent to Dusty Martin.
2 minutes, guys, come on!
Well, they were black and
Yellow and black.
Yeah, yellow and black.
Yeah.
But he's done well. He hunts up front. It's you always want a player like that. He gets in there, gets involved, can hold the ball up well. Now Matt Foreman, good ball played through. Dan Borrett.
Just couldn't quite link up with Smarty, so well done, ANU defence, shutting that down.
And now back out here with George. Leaves it for Shea.
So I think, to their credit, obviously ANU had some blowout scores last season, but this year they've looked to have closed that gap a little bit, so it's really, really good for the standard of competition here in Canberra.
Good ball here now. Oscar Smart.
Well defended.
Played through and just getting caught up in between Shea's feet there. Now I think the Czechs defenders need to demand that ball there, I think, from that side. Try and get it across the other side of the field. Ball played across and just, I think, tired. Kind of minds coming into play here. Ben Ward just playing that ball a bit too far out and ahead of his other defenders. And now Tristan Kearns has played it to Oscar Smart. Good bit of skill, and he's won the free hit out. So 20 seconds to go, so will ANU launch an attack, or will they be happy just to sit? Looks like they're going to try and one more opportunity, and it might...
Yeah, so
good front forward defence by Rishi there.
just getting in front, keeping them outside of the attacking 25, and that's the quarter. So pretty quiet quarter on all fronts. So hopefully the fourth quarter brings a bit more action, a few more results. So stay tuned.
For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au. Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.
Alrighty, so the fourth quarter coming up. Czech still leading 2-1. So a bit of a quieter quarter there, that last one, Jesse. And you were mentioning, obviously, probably this time of the game where fatigue and fitness and basic skills sort of really come into play. It becomes a bit more of a mental game.
Yeah, exactly right. So, you know, Czechs go into it knowing that they've got the lead, so they're obviously probably feeling a little bit more comfortable. And as ANU continue to try and push for that equaliser and maybe that winner, I think some chances are going to open up. for checks. Checks being very direct. Good by Ben Ward to hold that. So touched by Jack Lindsay, but he's given it away to Dan Borrett, who's found Lewis McLennan.
Got a
Good bit of
time
skill.
here.
Good save by Max Robson. I don't think there was a proper connection there from Lewis, but
Did well to get in its space and rip it.
really good bit of individual skill there. Just a little pop to give himself some more space. And he's currently being marked by young Aiden Hellier. I think Lewis will back himself in on that contest. Just a bit more experience. Aiden, a very, very, very good young player coming through.
Yeah, still in the under 15, so.
Yeah, so as you can see, probably just there for those watching at home, Lewis able to get away from the marker and have that shot. So be good experience as well. Good learning experience for Aiden to
Play against the big boys.
Yeah, so absolutely smashed in by Shea. And good defence by ANU. Ben Stewart's able to pick it up. And then smart by Shea, just wins free hit. Now played out here to Alex Knowles, who's been very good tonight actually. Well, he's gone for it and Conroy's managed to pick it up.
He did really well there.
Balls across. Good bit of defensive work there by ANU to stop that.
Yeah, and good early shots by Checks. Just couldn't quite finish the set. But chance to rebuild through Shea.
Played through to Oscar Smart. Great bit of skill to beat the first couple tackles, Oscar, but can't beat the third. It's going to be coming straight back. Now here through Dan Conroy. And played into the side of the net, so again, ANU defending well. Checks trying to find that third goal. I think maybe Checks believe one goal maybe might kill it off. So I'll go hard early. Now ANU.
Just maintaining possession here.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I don't know if you can hear on the broadcast at home, but Shea's calling the shots out there, and he called his forwards to go and put pressure on it, and I think that's really important for any young players, particularly young defenders out there, is making sure you're nice and vocal.
Yeah, definitely a good opportunity to learn from our more experienced players like Shea. There's a lot to offer these younger guys.
Ben Stewart has found George. George Rolls plays inside Dan Borrett. He's out here now, so now Oscar Smart's able to run. He's found Lewis McLennan.
On the back stick.
Oh, and he's not a bad ball there by Lewis.
And we had Conroy on his belly, looking for it.
Again, just knowing Lewis, knowing what what he would be expected of if he was in that position that Conroy was. He knows if he gets that ball across the face of goal that he should have players incoming, and he's hit that really clean. And if Dan was able to get there just in time or in the future, ball hit that clean, it's very easy to put in. So.
So going into this week, Jesse, understand the first grade. Oh, great finish. Louis Mack finally gets his goal he's been busting for.
Yeah, and again, really good kind of forward work there by Lewis. Lost his marker, jumps forward, doesn't take too much time on the ball, and puts it in.
Yeah, fantastic outcome there. Just that chance to make the most of it. Obviously, Checks will want some confidence. I think later this week there's some midweek rounds for the first grade men, so they play against West on Thursday night, Checks. Or maybe that's ANU, rather. Oh no, it is Checks and West Thursday, and ANU and United Tuesday.
Yes, so
both these teams want to take some confidence out of this game, coming up against tough opposition. Other rounds we have this week, St Pat's and West tomorrow at midday, 12:30. And then there's Central and who are they playing? Aubrey.
Central and Aubrey, yeah. So
yeah, it's Andrew Tomadini's 400th first grade game for Central, so fantastic effort by the Italian Stallion.
The real, again, player coach of that Central men's team. So fantastic achievement for Tomo.
Another one of our stalwarts in the game, much like Shay out here.
Ben Stewart
teaching the younger guys a thing or two.
Plays the ball to Shay. Just holds it really well. There, found that form and played the ball through to George. George just couldn't connect there with that oncoming player. If he could have just hit that pass, I think Czechs would have been in there. Would have been in another opportunity to score a goal.
So Czechs looking to fall away a bit more this quarter, just cruising a little bit.
Yeah, I think it works because it just, as you can see, it kind of just allows their midfielders to creep up in behind their front line and create situations like this where Dan's able to pick the ball off. Now it's Oscar Smart one-on-one. He's won the free hit.
Tristan behind him, yeah.
And I think
he wanted the advantage, but he got the corner.
Yep.
He was hoping to. He said, "Yeah, glory is forever."
I think Sterling there maybe thought that the better option there would have been a short corner, or Sterling might have just been in his way, so he might have gone, I'll call the short corner so I don't cop a ball here. No, Sterling, an unbelievably experienced umpire, would have not made that decision to not maybe allow Oscar to have that shot kind of too hastily, would have known the situation. And now checks here through. We've got George sitting behind the battery, but I think that's just a backup. I think this is going to be just a straight Dan flick. Just come out. It's a great flick and a great save by Max Robson.
Fantastic save.
The ball's been played out, allows the cavalry to come back for ANU.
Yeah, they're trusting it a little bit more. You've got Dave Major at least trying to creep out a little bit rather than playing 11 behind the ball.
Yeah, checks are in here. Good bit of skill by Dan just to hold it.
Just couldn't quite find the foot, and good turnover by ANU.
And here's Harry Papworth. Plays the ball inside, just couldn't connect with JJ, and now Shay is going to come straight back. Dan Borrett.
Yeah.
Skill by Dan, and he's allowed. Play, yeah, so I don't know if all have caught it back yet, so
Opportunity here, transfer. Island of space out there on the left, but coming back into the right.
Give it Shay.
Good composure by Shay, just missing his striker.
Yeah. I think Shay maybe they're expecting a striker to post up on that. And
yeah, rather than go low with that backstick trap.
So ANU put numbers high, trying to, well, I suppose they have to. There's 7 minutes left. They've got to score 3 goals to win, 2 to draw. So
yeah, they'll be throwing everything at these guys, I think, and there's certainly no reason why they can't come back here. I think Mike Ross, the Czechs keeper's had pretty limited touches, but he's been very vocal and giving good direction at the back there.
So Charlie Barnes plays back to Josh Orchard. Josh Orchard has picked out his right half really well. Ball played across, but yeah, it's going to be
in a short corner. So an opportunity to shorten the gap here. If they can put this one away, I think that'll give them a bit of confidence for the next 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, certainly. If they score here, definitely game on. It'd be interesting to see. I think this is their first short corner of the night, so and I'm not too versed with, I suppose, the option of Josh Orchard, but it looks like Dave Major.
He's
a flick.
A bit of a flick. I think a couple of years back when Vikings had their first grade men, I think he did some flicking there with Brendan Laidley.
Balls out. Josh Orchard with the trap.
And he's done it. Dave Major.
Well done by Dave. It's a good flick. Same spot that Rish scored his goal in that second quarter. Hard low to the left of the goalkeeper. So now definitely game on. So intensity picking up, I reckon.
So you can hear it now. Pass is getting a bit firmer. The Czechs boys are getting a bit more vocal, and the ANU guys are putting some heat on. This is what we want.
He was trying to get around his player, but well tackled there by Ben Ward. Now they're out. Good transfer. Got to keep going. And they found Harry Patworth. Go forward, Harry.
Just taking his time. Probably.
Slip.
Maybe he's getting icy out there, Jess. A bit of black ice.
Yeah, certainly. Well, as you know, playing hockey in Canberra for a long time, and around this time, particularly around June long weekend when it starts getting real cold, and the field can tend to ice up. And obviously, the women's game after this will be, I'm sure, a real test.
I think it becomes a mental game. That
Dan Borrett with some great bit of skill there. Really casual, just around that player, and he's come across.
Yeah, he reckons there was a foot or something. He's trying to tell Sterling, but Sterling's not having a bar of it.
It was a good bit of skill. Just think lulled that ANU defender to try and make a tackle on him, and thinking maybe that he didn't have proper control, but knew exactly what he wanted.
Opportunity here with Shea, just searching long. Just tucking in field there.
And he's found Dan Borrett. Good bit of skill, but he's just slipped. I think it's definitely getting slippery out there.
Yeah, spot on this time of night. Coming off the 8 o'clock game last week, Jess, I think, can certainly empathise with these guys. Ooh. Opportunity here, McLennan over the keeper.
He's a stroke.
And a stroke. So imagine that's been caught for the shepherd, the third man obstruction, as we like to call it in hockey. But
I'm a bit devastated there. I honestly wanted Lewis to absolutely smash that in.
Which wants to disagree, but I think the right call there was certainly shepherd for those well versed in other sports. Third man obstruction is called in hockey.
Interesting. It's particularly with these two umpires out there. It's always they're always going to make good calls.
Well finished by Conroy.
Good flick.
Nice and simple, low and hard.
I'm still cut. I'm still devastated. I wanted Lewis to pick that ball up and
send in the back of net.
Put some power behind it, but worked out now. Czechs, they're 2 goals up. 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, Smarty still having a crack. Wants his name in lights.
I don't mind that by Josh Orch. They've got to be progressive. They've got to be moving the ball forward. A bit of play again by Dan Borrett. He's really stepped up in this last couple of minutes.
Yeah, obviously the former Canberra Laker. He still has a lot to offer. It's a bit of a flies under the radar a bit, Dan, but he's been a stalwart in this Czechs group for a number of years.
Yeah, Matt Foreman out to Shea just organising the defenders. Played through Ben Stewart. Ball out to Lewis McLennan. Great. Good skill to beat the first two, just maybe a bit too far for the third. Here's Harry Patworth. And they've worked it out well, Dave Major. Dave McCaskey doing well there. Really well done by Dave McCaskey. And a great ball. Ball's through. Now Dave Major.
In space.
Oh, it's
saved there by Mark Ross.
Yeah, it's a good save. It probably worked out to be quite a good save because I think all Mark Ross's weight was going left and Dave smartly tried to roll it onto his right through that right-hand side of the goal. So good save by Mark Ross.
Just didn't quite get away with it.
But good play by ANU. And really, really exciting play to get the ball up there. And Ben Ward, he's good trap.
Doing well, switching long.
He might be the key, I think. 2 minutes to go. Dave McCaskey is his movement.
Dimension,
his movement's been really good.
Bit of speed to the game.
And Shea fine and touch.
Might have to get Rusty McCaskey to start writing his weekly raps again. Always was fond of them. If you're listening, Rusty, feel free to put some feedback in. Helps with the commentary notes.
Now Ben Ward finds Josh Orchard. So here we go. Got to be quick. Oh, so foul's been called. Smarty doesn't like it. I think he said stick, but certainly maybe to sort body. And here with Ben Ward. Control ball played up. Good stop there by Lewis. Sterling just wants to have a word with, I think maybe something was said after. It was just 50-50 ball, nothing in that.
Just telling the boys to cut it out. So just under 2 minutes remaining here. Obviously, Czechs leading 4-2 and having the possession inside their attacking 25. Probably a good position to be in for these guys. They'll want to keep the ball down here, so not to give any easy goals away.
Good running here by Smarty. Definitely right call there, just make contact with the stick. And good play there by Josh Orchard. Ball at the other side of the field. Ball down, it's the ANU ball. They can jag one now, probably in the next couple, like 20 seconds. They can get a short corner maybe and put one away.
Yes,
it's going to be...
Baseline here. There's a yard of space, not sure he realised.
It's good track there by Ben Stewart, but Hatworth, good save by Mark Ross. Oh,
well
good save there by Shea, yeah.
Safe as houses.
And a short corner, here we go.
So good note for these ANU boys to finish on.
Yeah.
37 seconds left on the clock. Obviously stopping time for the corners in our Capital League grades.
There's really exciting stuff there by ANU. Getting in there, having shot after shot, good saves by the Czechs defenders.
Absolutely. So again, Dave Major stepping up, so no reason why he can't repeat. And as they say, it's not over till the fat lady sings.
Yeah, so...
He certainly won't be singing.
More to be injected. It's a good injection. It's a good trap.
And he's done it.
Nice.
Oh, no. Post. No.
Yeah, I think that's hit the post.
Post, yeah.
Or a phantom goal, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe it was just the crowd that had me fooled.
Yeah. Well, I just know, like, it happens sometimes. I mean, to this day, there's still conjecture over in Perth whether a goal in a grand final was a phantom goal or actually went in.
Well, there's the old, if you remember the 2015 Champions Trophy, 2014 Champions Trophy, Luciana Amar in the one-on-ones.
Again, ANU. Inject one, just... Good save by Mike Ross. Dave Major. Yeah, free hit out. So
well umpired by Monday, following the ball really well, and obviously called there for the danger.
Defence, good defence by Czechs. Held strong. So we'll see out to the end of the game. So 4-2 winners.
Old Canberrans.
So just picking up points as they go along. Czechs just keeping in touch with that top four, but certainly wouldn't be too disheartened if I was ANU. They had patches of play today where they were quite good, put some real pressure on that Czechs defence, but Mark Ross been able to come up with some big saves. But yeah, so you're staying on for the next one.
Yeah, the women's, we have St. Pat's and I've gone blank.
You've gone blank. I think it is St. Pat's and
UC. UC, you won't miss them. Very bright.
Yeah, very bright. But once again, Hockey ACT would like to thank Transformed, an award-winning education and training organisation, for being the major sponsor of the live stream. Your support is greatly appreciated, as well as all team sponsors for the 2021 season. So for ANU, Bunyip Toys and the Hellenic Club. But thanks, Coxie. I'm sure I'll see you around maybe in 2 weeks' time when games come back on. But enjoy the rest of your night, everyone, and hopefully you stay tuned for what should be an awesome women's game coming up.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jesse.
For a great game of social golf on a beautiful course, visit wonqy Country Club on the corner of Northbourne Avenue and the Barton Highway, Lyneham. If it's competition golf you're after, wonqy has a variety of membership options available to suit a variety of needs. For further information on social golf or memberships, contact the club on 6241 3377 or visit wonqy's website www.wonqy.com.au.
Challenge, explore, uncover. Challenges at heart. We are pragmatic explorers seeking to uncover what could be so it can be. Synergy, proudly supporting high-performance hockey.
Being a sports physio, I see lots of injuries. As you can imagine, I've seen plenty of ankle injuries, and I have used many different types of ankle braces, but to be honest, I've never seen one as superior as the XOL. It allows your ankle to move like it was designed to, but it kicks in the moment it goes to go too far, and in that way it protects the ankle joint. So whether you're an elite athlete, a weekend warrior, or just someone who enjoys getting out and about, the XOL will give you confidence as well as a sense of freedom to keep you doing what you do each and every day and to enjoy life. XOL.
Energy Space is the future of training for electrical apprentices, harnessing technology to make skills development as effective and as efficient as possible. Energy Space supports teachers in the classroom and apprentices on the job site to get the full picture on skill development.